chat is disabled for this live stream. Oh boy, why? Why is the chat disabled for this live stream? All right, maybe this is working now. Wow, what an absolute kerfuffle that was. Let's just see if it actually has us live. Okay, hopefully no delay and we're live. Yeah, there should be no delay. I just still can't I can't open the fucking live. Why? It's crazy, honestly. This is really weird. I mean, I can't open it, but if you guys can, that's great. Nestorenko is all in here with the ace king jack 5, and obviously Rob calling off for the small amount that he has to put in. He has ace king queen 9, does have Nestorenko's suits dominated. Four, 7, 8. Doesn't change too much. Looking like it could be a chop here. Rob's going to need a queen or a 9 to win this one. And river is a queen. And Robert Cowan does eliminate Nestorenko. Wamboozled. Nestorenko leaves us in 9th place here. I mean, this should be live. I don't understand. Place here. Maybe it is live. Okay. Whatever. I guess it is live then. I'm just going to have to share this link. Anyway. All right. So I guess it is working. No chat at the moment. Can't see views or anything. So can't even tell if it's working or not. Pretty annoying, to say the absolute least, but here we are. So Donny opens here from +1 with the 8-7-7-4. Martin Dam folds in the big blind with the 9-6-6 deuce double. Pretty bad hand to defend, especially against the big stack. I'm just trying to get all of this sorted. This link hopefully works. Not sure if the chat is working or anything, but it is definitely being streamed. I can see it online. I just can't access it on my phone for some reason. It's very weird. Doesn't even say I'm live. But here we are. I am live. Just, yeah, can't access it. Weird. Weird stuff anyway. So you see Sapilla here with the king, king, queen, jack. Goes for the limp. Flops the absolute nuts here. And not too much going on for the other players. Guerrero does have 2 pair, but the board's super wet as well. So Sapilla is probably just going to bet this one and take it down. I mean, there's arguments for Guerrero to continue, but it's very hard for him to improve. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see him continue here, but it's still pretty hard for him to improve. Four of spades on the turn, and Guerrero's going to check this one, and Sapilla's probably just going to bet pot. Okay, I mean, my chat's come up in my chat, which is a good start. Yeah, it does bet 1.1 million. Guerrero's just going to let this go on the turn. Be very surprised to see him call 2 streets here. Optimistic, to say the least. We can have some of the chat on here, if we like.
It's a regular thing.
I think it's like he's definitely, some people that way, but I think he leans into it a little bit when it came to for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's very hard for Guerrero to continue here. Wouldn't make sense. Like, honestly, you just have to hit a queen or a 9 to boat up, and even when you do boat up, you don't get paid by king jack unless they don't believe you, pretty much. Alright, JS says works. Perfect. Very, very strange. Like, doesn't seem to even be going out to my actual following or anything. So, I'm very confused. I have posted it on not X. I have posted it on Instagram. I'm going to post it on X now. But, very strange. Yeah, approaching this as Guerrero, you can bet small. I don't think you want to bet big, but also check-in's going to be fine. You don't really want to get raised on this flop, so check-in's probably going to be more of an optimal play. And then when Donny bets and we only just have a raw jack, probably have to fold. Even if Donny just has like a draw of some sort. Just gonna mute the commentary a little bit. Just I like Henry, but I don't want to hear his thought process when I'm trying to give mine. Okay, interesting. Guerrero does continue. I would not continue here personally. I would just fold. Does make trips on the turn. Donny likely to slow down now. Trips on the board. 2 flush draws. It's pretty unlikely that he bets. Does check. Ace on the river. Donny could use potentially his 2 10s as blockers, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to check this one back if Guerrero checks. Guerrero has 2 options here. Can just bet like 400-500k. but also check in and check call-ins probably going to be a really nice line. Both of the flush draws miss as well. The thing is, my problem is if you bet, like, what are you trying to get called by? Are you just trying to get called by a king or just like by an ace? You know, I'm not really sure about this one. Yeah, I just don't think it achieves as much as we think it does. Yeah, very weird how it's not coming up as live though. I don't really understand that. So you see the chip counts here. Obviously, Sergei Nestorenko just got eliminated by Rob. Does take home 255k. It is 100k buy-in. Some guys are in for more than one bullet as well. So maybe just softens the blow a little bit. Ben Lamb, the next shortest with 18 bigs. I mean, 18 bigs is still quite a lot of chips, so... You see Sapilla here from UTG with the King 10-6. Might just yeah, just goes for the open fold with the King 10-6. There is some ICM. Ben's obviously shorter, and I think you could limp, but the thing is you have King 10-6 no suit. So having King 10-6 no suit is probably pretty bad. Rob's gonna fold. Kong's gonna fold. Martin Dam's gonna fold. Guerrero's gonna fold. Donnie in the small blind, probably going to raise here, blind versus blind, with the ace 5-3 deuce. Does just go for the limp against Laszlo. Laszlo checks it back. Donnie could just really assert like his chip lead here and his strength. Comes ace king 9. Pretty good flop for Laszlo. Flops top pair and does have the nut flush draw. And one pair for Donnie. Laszlo improves on the turn to 2 pair. We'll probably start betting 300-400k now. Does bet 300k and Donnie snap folds. Very hard for him to improve in the hand. He didn't actually know he was dead, but he was. So Laszlo picking up a few more chips there. It is up to around the 10 million mark now.
Sort of POF. The winner will receive a package to Triton Jeju in a couple of weeks' time. And see worth 100k and looks like some travel expenses.
Ben Lamb folding the non-suited queens, UTG. Guerrero's going to open this one. Ace, queen, queen 6 from the cutoff. Probably just going to open to 500. Does go for the full pot, 700. Donnie with the ace king 7-5. You can definitely look at 3-betting this as the chip leader. Put a lot of pressure on Guerrero. And obviously Guerrero doesn't know that there's been 2 queens folded as well. Yeah, he's going to pop. Seems pretty good. I actually really enjoy this with the ace king 7-5 double. Wow, Sapilla in the big blind. I mean, he's just going to fold, obviously. He has ace king 10-8 double. But ace king 10-8 is going to be quite dominated in this spot, and a lot of your ace king X is going to be taken by the other players as well. So it's very unlikely that this will be a good spot. And Guerrero is going to fold the queens. If he has like ace queen suited or ace 6 of diamonds or something, then potentially could have been different. But in that spot, I think you just want to fold. You just raise forward. It's a raise forward hand. Donnie increasing this chip lead now up to almost 27 million chips. Over 150 big blinds at the moment.
79 million chips in play. He hits nearly 30 million of them with 8.
Yeah, it's mad.
A nice position to be at any tournament, but especially PLO event.
Rob with the queen, queen, jack, deuce is going to fold under the gun. Again, it's one of these where you just have no suit. Pretty easy fold. King 10, 9, 3 for Laszlo. This is going to go in the bin as well. King 10, 9, 3. A little bit wide, I would say here. King 10, 9, 3, not really going to be doing too well. Is playing from position. Yeah, 3-bet here with the 10, 8, jack, queen double. Laszlo's just going to raise fold this one. Not sure about the open. King 10, 9, 3. Maybe it's okay. Not going to argue with Laszlo. He's the best. Some things you don't argue about in life, and that's definitely one of them. I'll pick Martin Dam as my winner. I think Martin Dam could win this for sure. Oh, he's taking Laszlo. Yeah, Martin Dam playing pretty high stakes online. Very good player. Played quite a bit with him actually. Some of the higher stakes PLO stuff. This is probably an open. The ace 9, 9, 5 could open to pot, but also can fold. Yeah, it does pop. Ace 9, 9, 5 under the gun is it's okay. Human says, did Parson or Venividi play this tournament? Yeah, they both did, mate. They both did. Clicker and Venividi. I actually spoke to Venividi yesterday. He's just going to Barcelona. I'm contemplating going for a few days. Check out how the schedule works out. Talking about little Dave Nicholson. Little Dave. Been around for a long time, that fella. Rob with the Ace King 10-5. Just going to call the open here from Donny. I mean, Donny's open is a little wide. But I guess because he is chip leader, this is going to be okay. Pretty good flop for Rob. Does flop top 2. King 10-9. Rainbow flop. Donny with a gut shot as well. Okay, I'm going to mute their commentary again because I keep talking over it. Pretty good turn card. Does give Rob a flush draw as well to go with it, and also gives Donny an inferior flush draw. So pretty good turn card to create a lot of action. Excuse me. Donny bets. Rob has most options open here. I think calling is probably going to be the best line. I don't think you need to do anything else apart from call here. Donny's definitely going to have some queen jack if he has king jack. He's still going to have sets of 9s and stuff like that he might want to bet twice. I just think it will just be a bit too much to raise here. I think you can just call. Also, like, you know, in this very specific situation, the flush draw, you can have the opponent dominated. I mean, the river is an ace, so queen jack was already there. And Rob having ace king specifically now, his hand's just going to be a really nice value bet on the river. Can probably bet around 1.2 million, but I think that Donny is just going to snap fold anyway. Does have 2 pair, but I don't think the 2 pair is going to be worth that much. Rob does check it back. Slightly conservative, but going to be fine as well. You guys want me to leave the audio on as well or not? Let me know. I can't even see how many viewers we have or anything. All right. Yeah, nitty check back. I agree. I think that was a bit nitty. Like, the opponent never has queen jack, right? So I think it's going to be okay to bet river when we have ace king specifically. I feel like checking back with ace king is just a bit too tight. Laszlo going to open the ace 8 free single here. And Ben Lamb in the hijack's probably just going to let this one go. I can't really see any reason why he would want to continue with this hand. Ace 10, 9, 6 versus +1. This seems interesting. I mean, Laszlo went for the limp, which is also not super standard. I would say that the limp is a little dangerous. It allows everyone else to get in. And I mean, aces are going to be, yeah, like 35% here specifically. And then Rob in the cutoff, obviously committed. The Jack 9-9 deuce. I mean, Guerrero flops the best of it. Has Queen Jack 7-8. Absolutely lock on this hand. Jack 9 for Rob, which is a gutter ball. Not really much for anyone else. Lamb's now got nut flush draw. But nut flush draw is just going to shrink massively on this paired board, this multi-way as well. Looks like Ben's going to bet like 350 or something with his nut flush draw. Does have a gut shot as well. Rob's out the way, of course. Laszlo obviously drawing dead in this situation as well, which is kind of crazy that he's drawing dead, but, you know, he is. And Guerra deciding now between call or raise. I think he's just going to go for the call. I think raise is just a bit too excessive. You probably just don't need to. Five on the river. Ben's hand was not great anyway. Like, obviously he had nut flush draw, but nut flush draw doesn't really play for too much, as I said, in this massive multi-way spot. He's going to check back. He's going to lose to Guerra's 7. Kind of all she wrote there. Like I said, not really much going on in that spot specifically. Just dropping my teacup. Venny did 3 bullets in this tournament, which is pretty freaking ugly, to be honest with you. Rob folding the king 7-7-3. Kong going to go for the open with the ace queen 6-5. He has a pretty decent stack as well. And Donnie with the ace jack 10-8 is 100% going to defend at absolute minimum here. Could even potentially 3-bet, but I think call is just going to be the standard line. Wow, what a flop that is. Good flop for Donnie. Not a good flop for Kong. He does flop an open ender, but it's the very bad end of it to a hand that could already be crushed. Donnie bets 550, and this should be it for this hand. Doesn't have the backdoor flush draw either, so should just release his hand and let Donnie's stack keep growing. There's not really much else to say about that one. Obviously, Donnie with a very dominating stack at the moment, but it's PLO. Anything can happen. Anything can change. So, guys, let me know what your plans are upcoming. My next stop is going to be Rosvedov for the WSOPE. I was going to go to Jeju, but it's really far, and I really can't be asked with that amount of travel. I still have a newborn child, 3 months old, so probably just going to skip, to be honest. Seems like a lot of work for not a lot of reward. So, all right, you see Guerrero here with the king, king, queen, deuce. This is obviously going to be an open. Not much to say about this. Sorry, Kong opened, and Guerrero just folds kings on the button. Laszlo defends the big. This is a bit more normal now. We see the 3-4-7 flop. Definitely a better flop for Kong, but in Laszlo's defense, the big blind range should definitely contain a lot of these cards. Kong's going to c-bet. I imagine Laszlo is just going to fold on 4-3-7. There's not really many backdoor opportunities available. So it just doesn't seem like a good spot to get involved. I mean, shout out to Onyx for putting out this stream. It's pretty sick. Like, they've also had the PLO cash game streams and the No Limit Hold'em cash game streams that have been sick as well. So, yeah, these guys have definitely been crushing it in the last few days. Really great series. I mean, it's a huge buy-in. So, definitely way out of my price range, but that's okay. And Laszlo here with the Queen Jack 9 deuce may go for the pot. Gonna try and put some pressure on. Seems pretty reasonable. And Sapila in the big blind with the 4, 7, 8, 10. Okay, looks like Laszlo just called. I think you can raise with his hand. He's got like a pretty nice hand to raise. Sapila's gonna fold hands like 4, 7, 8, 10 sometimes as well. So, you know, it's entirely up to them. Any info on Kong? Have not seen them before. No, I don't know who Kong is. I feel like they might just be one of the VIPs from the Triton. More than likely just going to be a VIP from the Triton. Laszlo goes for the bet here. Sapila does have an 8, which is probably not worth that much. But he is going to call. He's going to stick around. Laszlo has the flush draw. And River's the flush. Pretty safe run out, really, for Laszlo. Gonna bet, get some value on the river. 300-400k, maybe. Does go for 350, right in the middle. I don't think there's much to talk about here. Sapila's just gonna fold, be done with the hand. Easy game. Rob folding the 4-5-6 queen, pretty standard. Martin's going to fold the ace 5-6 deuce. Guerrero's going to fold the deuce 3-4-7. Donny probably going to open here. He has ace 10-10-9. He is in the cutoff. This is going to be a pretty standard open for the chip leader. Laszlo folds. Sapila is going to fold the small blind. Would probably defend that in the big blind. But we have Ben Lamb with king, king, queen, queen single. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a single or a double, this one. Gonna free bet. And I think Donny's just gonna put it in here. He notices that Ben's only got 425 behind after the 3-bet. So it's pretty close, but I think he's actually just gonna put it in. He might just run it. He does have nut spades and 10-9 probably working quite well. Yeah, he's just said it all in. Let's go. Just going to run it. Does have 40% equity against Ben Lamb here. And has been running pretty hot as well. So it doesn't surprise me that he's actually going for it here. I'm not shocked by this at all. Let's have a look and see what occurs. Oh my god, 10 in the window, but it comes 10, Jack, 4, 8 on the turn. Lamb is going to need an ace, a king, or a queen. Oh, no good. No good. And Donny eliminates Ben Lamb in 8th place. Pretty unfortunate one for Ben, but what can you do? This guy is hitting everything and has a monstrous chip lead. So, does finish in 8th place for a certain amount of cash. I will tell you how much it is in a second when I find out. I don't have any updates. Howdy, 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 Smeeble. How's it going? Let's have a look to see. Well, didn't get any payouts there. Wasn't too helpful. We'll see it when they bring the payouts up. Anyway. Donny now with the Ace King King 7. The UTG Open from Kong with the Queen Queen 6 deuce. And at this point, you just have to let it go. Yeah. Starts off decently, but when you get 3-bet, you just have to let that one go. So we are 7-handed here now. And overwhelming chip leader with an absolute mountain of chips. Just got more chips off Ben Lamb. Poor Ben Lamb finds the King King Queen Queen in the big versus the open and can't do anything about the hand. Robin the small blind going for the limp with a 9975 seems pretty good. Spiller is definitely got the best of it here with the queen, but not by far. The other guys have pretty much split equity. But he does bet and gets the job done. Haven't watched much except from the heads up battle. What's the story behind Onyx Club? I don't know, mate. I think it's just a high roller club. As far as I know, it's just a high roller club. The heads up battle with Jungle was sick though. Like, I'm in the process of making a video for the heads up battle. I made one, but I have so many more hands to do. We see Donny open the Ace Queen Jack 9. Superior now thinking about flatting or free betting. It's definitely a mix. I think against the chip leader, you probably just want to call. It does look like he has 3-bet this one. Kong with the King 10 5-3 is out. And Superior here has 3-bet. He's got a single suit Ace Queen Queen 10. There's a chance that Donny does defend here. He doesn't have the nut suit, but there is a chance that he does defend. He does fold. It's a pretty good fold. I mean, like, if you have the suited ace, or you have, like, instead of Queen Jack 9, you have like Queen Jack 10, then it's going to be completely different. Can hear the child crying in the background. So Donny here with the 31.5 million. He's going to go for the raise, 500k. Laszlo with the ace king jack 10. 80% of a raw flush in his hand. Definitely a fold. Guerrero with the 9963 is going to pitch this one as well. Has a very bad hand to defend with. I'll be back in 1 second, guys. Oh. Doug had a solid video on it. Didn't seem to be many particular insightful hands from the final level. Yeah, it's a concept of Rob, yeah. I watch all your videos, though. We have similar poker interests. Nice one, bro. Appreciate that. Dad duties coming into play. Ugh. Now, how are we feeling? You okay? I'm good. You wasn't very happy a moment ago, but you are getting bigger now. You're growing just like the channel is. Beautiful times. So you see Guerrero here with the ace jack 9-7 double versus the open from Kong. I believe that this is probably going to be a 3-bet. Cara Sabir says, I got featured on your PLO video. Pretty cool. Ah, Tony, go on your bike. Dude, you're the Australian guy, right? I think we spoke at the table a little bit. I think that's your name, Tony, go on your bike. I do like the 3-bet here from Guerrero. I think Kong's just going to pitch it anyway. Guerrero's got 2.7 million behind. It's just far too much. This just doesn't seem like a good spot at all. Like, Kong's hand is very bad. 10-7, Jack, Queen, 1 suit. Wow. Did he call? What's happening, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Cara Sabir, yeah? Nice. Hope you are doing well. We're just going to wait. What is Kong doing here? With the 10-7 Jack Queen single, SPR is going to be 0.5. Oh, boy. Magnus is here for the slaughter of Kong. It comes ace-4 deuce. Couldn't get a worse flop for Kong. And this is pretty bad. 12% equity. Guerrero just going to put it in. Easy jam. Had a backdoor flush draw. Lots of other potential outs that he didn't even need. And Kong with a very optimistic call pre-flop there. Very, very, very optimistic call pre-flop. And Magnus is really taking in all of the action here. He did see the call of that 3-bet and made a little yawn and a little sigh himself. This is the quietest he's been all day, so we'll absolutely take it. Glad you could be here, mate. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're enjoying this final table as well. PLO 100k final table live at Onyx Club. And just a little bit of side commentary for me and Magnus. Martin Dam's going to pitch this one as well. Queen 7-9-5, no good. Guerra pitches his. Donny on the button, gonna open the Ace King 3 deuce. Be very surprised if he didn't, especially having the Ace 3 of clubs and not the Ace King of clubs. Doesn't really make a difference for Donny because he's got an enormous stack, so be very surprised to not see him open. We'd probably just open pot anyway. Wouldn't make it 700, just make it pot. You want to put some pressure on Sibilia as well, who's in the big blind. He's got the King Jack 9-6, probably going to defend though. King Jack 9-6, one suit for Sibilia in the big blind. Comes Queen 7 deuce. Now, Donny with the backdoor flush draw and bottom pair could c-bet here, but I don't think you want to get raised. Maybe goes for 400 or 500k. Bet 700. Very large size here from Donny. But he continues to smash that chip lead. Looks like the graphics are wrong. Yeah, Donny bets. So it looks like Donny's got like 32 million chips in play of the 75 million chips. So an enormous stack here. Absolutely enormous stack. And I didn't know that my son was so into poker, but he really is. Clearly, at 3 months old, he's already trying to put the chips in. I am going to watch Doug's video, but I haven't seen it yet. I have been meaning to watch it today, but I just thought that I would do a live stream of this instead. I thought it might be a bit better to do that. Hopefully people are enjoying it. If you are enjoying it and you're not subbed to the channel, please sub to the channel. Have a look at some of the videos. I put out about 4 videos a week, sometimes 5, sometimes 7. Got shorts coming out all the time. Do commentary at live events as well. A bit of everything, really. And also a part-time dad. Because I'm always away. And my amazing partner has to put up with this dude. And you might think, you're looking at him thinking, oh, he looks so chilled and so calm and he's so fascinated by the cards. He's bluffing you already. Don't be fooled. He is absolutely bluffing you, because if I put this guy down, he will go mental. You sound okay today, though. You sound like you're having a good day. Are you on form? Feeling good today? No, he seems alright. Seems like he's in the mix. It's not often that you'll see someone commentating with a baby in their hand, but there is a first time for everything. He's going to go now. Says goodbye to the stream. Bye, sir. Mwah. Love you lots. Oh. He was absolutely fascinated by it. Yeah. Like this. Having a good time. Ace, King, Jack, Deuce here for Donny. Would be surprised if he opens, but he is in the hijack, so he is massive chip leader. He's got like 45% of chips in play. Just has the 0 fucks given strategy. Big fan. Topher Drew says that's the future PLO end boss. Yep. Absolutely. I mean, look, he's annoyed now. He's not watching the action.
Oh no.
Genuinely sounds annoyed. Didn't make a noise when he sat here.
Yeah.
So still 7-handed here. Rob Cowan's been very quiet, but he also hasn't had any hands. Been mega card dead. There hasn't really been any spots that have been completely misplayed. I think Kong completely misplayed the 3 hearts, Jack 10, 9, 7, or whatever it was. Or Queen Jack 10, 7. That was a very, very poor call to the free bet, especially versus Guerrero as well, who by the time they got to the flop, the stack to pot ratio was 0.5 and it came ace high and the guy had queen high. Smeeble says, I had to upload some stuff. Sorry if I missed anything. I don't think you missed much. You're going to see Martin Dam here with the ace deuce 3-4. And he could definitely go for a 3-bet here. He could go for a 3-bet. He could go for a call. I think ace deuce 3-4 is a nice hand to call with in the big blind versus cutoff. Sapilla's not going to have a hugely wide range for opening here. But he does cover Martin Dam. Well, I mean, that's a flop for Sapilla. He flops the flush with a gut shot to the straight flush. And Martin Dam is left with ace deuce 3-4 with no hope, no backdoor, no soul. So Sapilla does check. The turn comes a 4. Martin Dam has turned a crap because it's pointless wrap. It's the low end as well, so it's very unlikely that we're going to see him lose too much here, unless he absolutely punts it off. He did just ask how much is in the pot. Wow. Does he bet? How much does he bet? Bet 700k. And Sapilla, he's only got a 7 high flush. Blocks all of the straights. Has a straight as well, but that's not really doing too much. Sapilla's just going to call this. There's no reason to raise, and there's no reason to fold. The river is a jack. The board does pair. And if Martin Dam makes a move here, Sapilla is going to be in a massive spot. I think you need to go big, though. I think you need to go pot. Like, if you go pot here, Sapilla folds. For sure. Martin Dam is an absolute beast. Because if he's bluffing on the turn... Oh, he check gives that up. Sapilla's going to check back. He's going to be like, I have a shit flush. I cannot see a reason for Sapilla to bet here. Unless he thinks he's beat and needs to bluff. Now, he does check back. And Martin Dam's going to show the nut low in Badoogie. It's actually almost a royal. 1 card off a royal. Pretty interesting play from Martin Dam on the turn there. I think, like, you could save chips. He doesn't have an enormous stack anyway. And trying to put some pressure on Sapilla's not really gaining too much. Like, he covers him anyway, so doesn't really seem to be a play. Ace King 10 free for Laszlo. Might go for a limp from +1. But raise is definitely going to be better. Obviously the Ace King 10 not really working too well. Rob's going to go for a 3-bet here, I believe, with the King King Queen 9. If he goes for a call, it'd be interesting. Does go for the call. Kong's got Ace King Queen Deuce. All the kings are dead. And he's going to flick in the call as well. Pretty light call on the button here from Kong. I did like Rob's chances in the hand. He is technically favourite, but not sure how much I like his chances now. In the sandwich, as we say. Ace, Queen, 6. Kong flops 2 pair. Laszlo flops top pair and a gut shot. Takes a sip of his tea. And Rob with just middle pair here. Very likely to check. Kong likely to bet. I mean, that should be the end of the hand, to be honest. Laszlo folds. Rob's definitely going to fold. If Laz folds, then Rob's definitely going to fold for sure. Yep, that is the end of the hand. Not much to write home about there. Not really much to write home about at the moment anyway. It's a very comfortable position I was sitting in. Sapilla opens the ace, king, queen, 7 single, not to the ace. Martin Dam folds the 6, 7, 8 queen. Donny in the big blind with the ace, deuce, 3 queen. Definitely going to defend here. Jack, Jack, 9. Sapilla does flop a gut shot straight flush draw. But that is about it. Not really too much else happening here. Does bet and take this one down. Yeah, obviously don't forget to like the stream. Does help an extreme amount when we get some activity on the stream. Kong's going to open up with the ace, 10, 8, 3. Donny in the small blind with the ace, king, 6, 8 could defend. Not 100% necessary. Could also go for a 3-bet, but I think flatten would probably be the best play. King 9 deuce flop. Kong with the c-bet. We're going to see a call here from Donny at least. King on the turn. Donny improves. Also has the nut flush draw to go with it. Does bet 1.5 million. Kong is gone. Not much to talk about there. Don't know if these guys are going to take a break anytime soon. There is potential, but we don't know. I don't have the audio on, so I couldn't tell you. Rob peeling his hand. We can't actually see what he has yet. No, he has a 4, 5, 7, 8. In the bin it goes, of course. Pretty bad hand from this position. Guerrero from the cutoff has options here. Does open the ace, queen, jack 5. Laszlo from the small going to pitch the deuce 8, queen 9. Sapillo in the big. 5, 6, 7, 9 is probably just too good to fold. I think you just have to defend. Super thick sideburns. Oh, from Laszlo. Yeah, it looks like it. Pretty good flop. I would say that is a pretty reasonable flop there for Guerrero. Probably too good that you can't even c-bet. You literally have nothing to worry about in this hand. I would just check. Hopefully Guerrero does find the check. Might just go for a small c-bet. Slightly disappointing if he does. Does go for a small c-bet by the looks of it. And this is just going to get pitched immediately. Kind of interesting when they bet there because, like, what are they expecting the opponents to have? Not sure. That's my Google Meet monitor saying, you're not really here. I mean, I am, but they don't know that. Six, 8, 9 queen for Donny. Gonna continue the aggression. Laszlo folds. Sapilla's gonna fold in the small with this as well. And Rob from the big blind is gonna call. Seems pretty reasonable here. Deuce 3, 10. Guess Donny's gonna bet. Bets 550. Rob's hand, pretty bad. Doesn't have that much backdoor capability. Only a 7 on the turn will improve him to a straight draw. But it would have to be a 7, which isn't a heart. And preferably not a diamond as well. Yeah, definitely. That hand was just not a very good one. Not a very good flop. Nothing really going for that hand at all. Donny now finding the ace 5 deuce single. Pretty sick when you're running as good as he is and you're finding hands. And Rob's got the ace king 4-3 single. Could be a rough spot here for Rob. Probably a 3-bet spot quite commonly. Does just let it go. Pretty good fold from Rob there. And no reward for Donny there, who had an absolute monster. Eight, 9, 10, 10. Donny is just getting all of the hands. It's kind of insane. All the hands for Donny, none of the hands for Laszlo. Rob goes for the overlimp with the queen 10, 10, 7. Not sure about this. He is playing from the cutoff, so has some advantages for sure, but the queen 10, 10, 7 probably not a great overlimp. Guerra has 3-4 here for the open ender and a pair. And against the other hands, he's actually 49% favourite. Martin Dam going to go for the bet here with the King Jack 6-6 blocking the straights. Guerra's gone, Cohen's gone, and 6 is going to take this one down. How are we doing? We're not asleep, are we?
We were just like a fish out of the water.
Joy.
I would need you to take it without.
Excuse me?
I would need you to take it without the It's
Tea order.
silly.
Now.
Silly.
Oh, in a little bit. Okay. We see Ben Lamb did win 305,000. Rob is the shortest with 17 bigs, and Donny has 139. Laszlo chilling with 29 bigs. Not a fan of these cards. Like, peeling these cards are really horrible. These live stream cards. Really quite difficult to do. Martin Dam, with 3 8s in his hand, definitely will not be playing this hand at all. Is the dealer wearing a not tied bow tie? I'm not sure. Can't really see what the dealer's wearing. You don't really get to see the dealer so much. Kong opens here, the ace jack 9-7, bit wide from the hijack. Guerrero's got an okay-ish hand to maybe pill, but I think fold's going to be better. Donny from the small should pitch this one as well. Laszlo in the big with a 4-5-5-7 is going to call. I would have been surprised if he did fold, because like 4-5-5-7 doing pretty well against the range of the opener. Not doing so well now. Martin Dam pitching that one. Guerrero's hand from the cutoff pretty decent. But no dice. The ace king 8-4. Guerrero will take this one down. Leave him here. Yeah, it's okay. I know, I understand. You can give him to me.
I want the food to get ready first.
I understand, but I'm trying to
Yeah, I know.
provide you with some solace. These guys might head on a break soon. I will definitely take a break myself, as I am due for a break. And someone just stood up from the table. It looked like Martin Dam. Lazo just going to take that one down nice and comfortably. Looks like Martin Dan went for a 4-second piss. Rob finally finding something. Open from Donny. Rob is all in, effectively, with the ace 5-3 single. I think Donny's going to pitch this. He just has ace king jack deuce with no suits. Yeah, he does pitch it. That doesn't surprise me. It's pretty hard to actually stay involved in that hand with that specific hand, especially when you're blocking all of the hands that Rob can have. So it's not going to be good for you. It's very unlikely that you're going to be able to hit. Laszlo playing some interesting limp strategies with hands like 7, 8, 9, 9. Kong gone for the small blind complete. And Martin Dam in the big blind will check with the king, queen, 8, 4. Does flop 2 pair. Laszlo with just bare 9s. He's going to check through. Ace on the turn does give Martin Dam the flush draw to go with his 2 pair. Laszlo's got nothing, and Kong now has top pair and a gut shot. And 10 on the river does give Kong a bigger 2 pair. I'm not sure if anyone's going to bet anything here. Definitely not Laszlo. He has got absolutely nothing. Does check through. Not surprised at all that it did check through. Good river for Kong. Terrible river for Martin Dam, who actually looked like he had a decent hand if it was going to hold. Sadly, it didn't. God damn for Martin Dam. Freestyle me. Beautiful cup of tea. Brought to me by my beautiful lady. Tea? Don't know. Like, I started and there was a break and I was like, been going for 1 hour and 20 minutes. So I'm guessing they have breaks every 2 hours. It should be now-ish. 60-minute levels, I imagine.
Yeah.
Or 40-minute levels, and they do 3 levels. Actually, it must be an hour level because they're at 250k now. Smeeble says, hello, Magnus's mummy. Robin the Cut-Off trying to work out what to do. Huh? Maria, yeah, does have a name. The 9-10 Jack King single for Rob here versus the open of Kong. Sorry, not the open, the 3-bet. And Rob does fold. Pretty decent fold. I mean, Rob's a very accomplished, very good PLO player. Been playing for a long time. He's won the 50k. He's had some enormous scores. Absolute beast for sure. Laszlo finally waking up with a little something. Ace Ace Jack Deuce here for him. And Rob with the Ace Queen 10-9. He's going to call this one by the looks of it. Or did he free bet? No. Rob did free bet. Laszlo all in. And Rob gonna have to put it in here as well. Pretty sick one. Yeah, it does look like they're both all in. We've got absolutely no graphics right now though. There we go. Got some graphics. Can actually find out what's happening now. And Rob might just make a big laydown. I mean, the graphics are absolutely screwing me here. They are all in. We do actually see what's happening after some time. Aces with the Jack Deuce single suited for Laszlo, and Rob has Ace Queen 10-9. I think he was a little bit frustrated with a couple of hands before. Decent flop for Rob. It does come 10 Deuce 6. Dealer rips off the 4 before I can even speak. He's looking for a pair up on the river. The river's a 5, and that's it. Laszlo's aces are good. Yeah, I think the Ace 10, Queen 9 is definitely from frustration. Rob had a few hands before where like he raised folded and he had a limp fold as well. So, not sure about that one. 20 big blinds. I guess once you 3-bet, you're kind of committed, but not really. Like Laszlo opens, Rob 3-bets. Yeah, I don't know. Probably committed. Like, I don't want to, say anything bad because there's definitely nothing bad I can say. I mean, the guy just took the chair away. That is going straight on fucking eBay. Literally, the guy just comes in and just wheels the chair out. Like, one player has been eliminated. Take the chair from Mr. Brond. Sidra said, yeah, maybe he was tilted. I think he was a little bit frustrated. But as I say, I like Rob. He's a fucking really nice dude. And, you know, I do think he was a little bit frustrated. Had a few spots where he had to raise fold. And it's quite funny how you see the one hand side of the table, everyone's been eliminated. And it's just like everyone all cuddled up on the other side of the table. All right. We're in hand number 74 here at the Super High Roller Series PLO Invitational final table at Onyx in Merritt, Northern Cyprus. That was a fucking mouthful. That's one that I know if I was doing it on an actual live stream, that would mess up for sure. Thank you for your input, sir. I appreciate it. That seat goes to another table that needs a chair. Yeah. So you see Guerrero limping here on the button with a king, king, queen 10. Pretty sexual limp. Comes Jack 8-6. Donny, who's hit every single board for the last 4 months, does flop a gut shot and a pair. Laszlo flopping a pair with top kicker, and Guerrero having an overpair and a flush draw. And a hiccup.
At the wrap.
Huh?
Guerra has the wrap.
He doesn't have a wrap.
I mean,
He doesn't. There's not even close to being a wrap.
he has.
He hasn't. He's got a gut shot. He's got a solitary single gut shot. He has queen 10. Can you see?
Any king.
That's not a gut shot. A king gives him an open ender. You are banned from playing PLO. To think I took action of you in a double board bomb pot PLO as well.
Give me the tea. Oh.
It's my team. You played perfectly. You're actually very unlucky in that tournament. And this is pretty standard stuff here. Guerra does raise. And Laszlo is going to pitch it. Top pair, top kicker, and no dream. And Guerra had the absolute lock on that hand. He did have a single gut shot, a flush draw, and an overpair. And a partridge in a pear tree. Had a lot. Yeah, I think small bet's pretty good from Laszlo. I would not pot that one. Because the hand's kind of shit, right? Like, you have top pair, top kicker. That's about it. And, like, your improvement cards aren't good. Because you have 2 9s in your hand. If you hit a 9, it brings a straight. So you don't really want to start, like, pummeling money into that pot. Especially when you're in a sandwich between the chip leader and a guy who's kind of short on the button. King, king, 10-7 from Kong. And he opens it up here. Laszlo with queen, queen, 8-5 in the small. He should just pitch this one. He does. Very hard to play out of position with pocket queens. Solitary pocket queens. No suits, no nothing. Yeah, and if he hits an ace, it brings a straight too. Exactly. These kind of hands are just very bad. Like, when your outs are basically going to help other people, they're called discounted outs. Well, Kong has flopped a royal flush draw, and Sapilla has top 2, and it goes check check. Kong turns the nuts. Sapilla still in with a chance here. Can boat up on the river if he gets to the river. But I don't think he gets to a river. I think Sapilla just folds. Yeah. Magnus given his thoughts on the situation. How did that go?
You
Huh?
have.
Give them to me. He is fascinated. And Smeagol will be happy to see him as well. It's Baby Magnus time. Did. Pot.
He said it in the
Yeah, I know, but do you want him to be quiet or? Yeah. Laszlo with Queen, Queen, Jack, Jack. What did you say, Magnus? Did you say pot? Laszlo does bet. It's not pot, but it's enough. And Kong with 9833 in the big. Mucking that one. Oh no, this is more comfortable. Why?
Because he said something like that.
Alright.
I mean,
Baby in the blender. Been relegated from watching the stream. You shouldn't be watching the poker, apparently. I would say that that is probably true, but in this house, there's going to be a lot of poker. I guess we'll give it some time
are we taking,
before he's playing Tritons.
are we taking bets what baby's first word would be?
Yeah, we're taking bets on Baby's first word. Is it bluff, all in, raise?
Ollie or Alexa?
Yeah, or Alexa. Alexa's definitely the outsider here. That's my face. That's my face. He gets a little bit annoyed when he's not watching the action. Completely understandable. Oh. Guys, gonna leave this on for a second because Baby is a little bit frustrated. It's gonna be one of the two. I think the chances are high it's gonna be Alexa, to be honest. It is probably the most commonly used word in this household. And it's normally Alexa plays soft piano music, which is just Magnus's favourite. Oh. Oh, it looks like we have a break. Finally. Alright, guys. I'll leave this rolling for the break, and I will be back very shortly.
Jungle may have 3-bet the ace 10, but to this size does just call.
What?
He just knew. He just knew.
What is that?
666. I won't reference the devil. But how did he know this one? He just makes it 100 out of nowhere, just over 3x. And the interesting thing is, he is going to get a customer. Because Jungle's ace 10 looks pretty good on this board.
I am speechless.
Curious to see if he's
just
check it or
flopping
to
quads.
see that.
Oh, that's wild.
I think you've got to go really small or check, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I like quarter.
Options. A 10, he does go for bet. A 10 or an ace for Jungleman would be an absolute disaster. He's gone pretty big, and Jungle's got the hand to call. 350k in there. This could be a huge pot on a lot of runouts. Even a small card, I can't really see. Oh! Sick. That is a very sick turn card. We've seen a number of coolers early on in this match. This looks like another one. How does Jungle get away from this?
I think it's impossible.
I agree. He's going to need a king, queen or jack, something like that on the river. And even then, it's still a tough fold. You'd assume Mark's going to keep betting his hand. This is a crazy hand, just randomly makes it 100k pre for the first time ever. You know, you'd think as he goes down to 1.3 mil, he'd be lowering his open size, but he just increased it. That's just flopped the absolute joint. And for Jungle Man, this is this is pretty brutal.
This might be the most insane heads-up hand I've ever seen. Like this, where do you see this? Like that turn is
Pretty
such
wild,
a
Jungles.
needle.
Jungle's just thinking about this open size pre. He's so confused by it.
True.
It's like, what do you have? We won't put him on this, I'll tell you that.
Oh, he raises.
Oh, he raises. Oh my word.
I mean, I don't.
What a feeling.
I don't blame him.
Odds. Yeah, I was just about to say to that 3 and a bit X pre, I might start thinking maybe like 7s, 8s, 9s.
Yeah.
Just like wanting to inflate the pot more pre, and so maybe Jungle's just decided, you know what, I beat ace high, I beat these small pairs now. But what a spot for Modic.
Well, and then him not wanting to get checked back on the river, right? He's kind of like, let's just build this up now.
Yeah.
Ace on the river.
I mean, it's it's one of the most insane boards. 6 6 6 10 ace or king 6 and ace 10. Quite looking forward to Jungle's reaction, because he's not going to be happy. From his point of view, when he does jam and gets a call, he might think this is over.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no. It's going to be far from over. Does look like it's set him in. 825, leaves him 5k.
Why isn't he snapped?
I think he's just working out if he has more than the bet. You know, he's like, he's just trying to see if it's a raise or not.
Oh, okay.
Let's see how Jungle reacts when this is shown down. Just a mad cool of this. I'm not sure what's happening now because it is only 5k more, but the dealer's just working that out. It's like they're slow rolling each other.
I know. I'm so perplexed.
It's all in.
5k to win 2.8 million.
I don't even know if that covers it exactly.
This
Is
is
it?
safe on person.
Huh?
Is he raising or?
I think this is basically
He said all in, Jungle. The dealer needs to
He
grab the
covers it,
chips, count them,
just barely.
work its 5k more.
Is he raising or calling?
So
So
Calling.
This is very good to say.
how much more is it?
430.
What?
800 total. Total 835,000.
How much is it total?
830.
Then it's 5k more.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
I'll
You're gonna call.
This is so dumb, man. Fucking stupid.
Scripted as fuck.
That is an absolutely insane hand. On we go.
Yeah, it'd be hard to
Number
regroup
47.
after something like that. You're just right back in it.
Yeah, you've got to try and put it out of your mind, haven't you? But you can clearly see the frustration on his face.
Oh.
Oh,
The haymaker. makers
talked about.
keep coming.
Yeah, we talked about the mother of all coolers. Next hand, jungle flopping top and bottom. Monarch with top pair good kicker. Jungle would be in the mood for some large bets, let's say, down the streets. But I don't know. I feel like a 7 or an 8's coming. Wild couple of hands
Yeah.
here at the Onyx Club. We're going to have another big swing, you'd imagine, depending on runouts. This is a safe turn. I just knew it was coming, Jordan. I just knew it, honestly. It's so sick.
What is going on
I
right
just felt
now?
that one.
Oh, man.
My word.
I mean,
Jungle might flip the table soon.
the only saving grace is it is the 8 of spades, but what is going on?
Well, the chat box had sort of calmed down for 10 or 20 seconds.
It's popping.
They are off again. 2 pair over 2 pair. After we've just seen that 6-6-6. 10 ace run out with ace 10 versus king 6. Jungle's going to lose the chip lead this hand. He's been so dominant all match. It just shows you 2 hands in heads-up play can change absolutely everything.
Yeah, there's so many river cards where this pot can get really out of hand.
Yeah, for sure. I guess any spade, probably check. A 2 would be pretty sick.
Oh, pretty.
6 is good.
Pretty
Check mark for
bricky.
Monarch. Yeah, I'd be surprised if Jungle checked back a hand as good as this on the river. He is not going to be happy. Either way, though, if he does bet, this will take the pot to over $1 million. Just a wild couple of hands back to back.
So curious.
Can he somehow find a check?
Yeah, I'm so curious when he does bet the sizing, or a hero check would just be mind-blowing.
I agree. He can just get called by so many hands, so many queen X. Oh, this is a disaster for Jungle Man. He's gone round about half pot. No more, 575k. What a swing this is.
Yeah.
Jungle's going to have 2.25 left. And when Monarch does call this, which he has to,
Fair. I'm gonna go to the toilet.
rolls over the queen 8.
Oh my god.
Jungle's out of his seat.
I don't blame him for taking a break.
A warm welcome back, one and all. You're joining us live here at the Onyx Club Super High Roller Series. Final event here, 100k, Pot-Limit Omaha. Final table. And we've got my J-Dog. Living with falling. Good on, my friend.
Oh, we're doing great, man. What an action-packed last 24 hands that was.
Yeah, it really is. And as you can see here, our big chip leader is still Donny. And blinds have gone up, but he still has more than 100 big blinds. Martin Dam is our short stack. And the other 4 players pretty tightly bunched. They'll all be looking to keep hold of these chips and try and sort of stay close to Donny as much as they can. 6 left. They are all guaranteed $450,000. Still looking for that first place prize of 1.9 million. Players who've just come back from a break and moved their chairs slightly so they're a little bit more spacious now. Obviously starting this table 9-handed, just 6 remain. We've seen Donny with some very playable hands, and here's another one. A King, Queen, Jack, Jack, 1 suit in diamonds. Does take it down.
So, Warbs, on my break, I just wanted to tune in, just like all the fans, you know, just wanting to see some high-stakes PLO. But my favorite part was you sharing the massage story.
Me too, please.
Yeah. You're
That
only halfway through a story and you're thinking, should I be telling this one?
that felt like, as a viewer, like a Tarantino film. I just didn't know where it was going. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Okay.
The worst part is that's the short version. The long version is way more embarrassing for me.
I cannot wait to hear that later.
Yeah, that was the PG version.
308.
Butas here, opening the suited ace. King 6-5 has just knocked out Mr. Rob Cowan. Just took him up to 10.8 million chips plus the raise, so 11.6 million.
Done. Yeah. So he's 9-2. Okay.
Guerrero here with the more than playable ace queen 10-8, 1 suit.
Okay, thanks.
Donny just let it go.
Sorry. What is this?
That'll be the nuts for now for Guerrero. Does go check, check. Bit of an action turn card. Butas now with not flush draw, but won't be liking the paired board. Guerrero with the straight and also the queen as well.
Okay. Is it one? Is it me?
Yeah, they're both
Let's go
not,
for lead.
they're both not thrilled about this repeat queen.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I hear you. Does bet just south of half pot.
Wow, let's it go.
A nice fold there, yeah. Very nice folds from one of the best.
Maybe thinking there's some reverse implied with that flush draw. Like, even if it hits, like, are we good?
Yeah, sure. And I think he just thinks he basically could just be dead, couldn't he?
Yeah.
A lot of hands with showdown. Maybe just Queen X would check. So versus a lead, just decide it's not strong enough. It's a great fold. Not picking up. The aces, one suit in hearts.
Out of everyone, he's shown that he has no fear. I mean, not saying the other guys don't either, but he's executed this YOLO game plan. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely. James alluded earlier to he was the most likely man to either double or bust.
Yeah, well said.
He's done neither. He's done neither so far, but you can see the thinking there. Playing a lot of hands. That's flopped pretty good here. That's the overpair and then at flush draw. Nothing for Butas. No. Damn, the shorty does go with this one. Opens for full pot, just over $1 million. Donny comes along.
And a pretty sick hand at
Double
the big
suited.
line.
Ace
We are
875,
back.
Yeah.
We are back, and we see
You'd imagine we're going through.
Martin Dam here with the free bet with the Ace King Queen 9 single,
Think again.
and
Warren.
Sepilia
Got it.
in the big blind with Queen Queen Jack 9, and he's just going to
Size
go
is too
for it
strong.
here.
Just makes it 4.5 mil.
And Donny with the Ace 5
Fold
8
there,
7.
It's back onto Donny.
Pretty interesting spot.
I love this squeeze here. Putting a lot of pressure on Donnie the flatter, even though he's chip leader.
Like, you can
Kinda
call here in
recognizing that
position,
maybe
but
he's not that
your hand
strong
might
here.
be crushed. But as we can
Yeah, I'm
see,
very curious
Donny
to see
actually
this
has the
actually.
most equity in this hand because of the hands,
I think
because of the
Donny
cards
will
that have been
chip in
folded. He
there.
does fold. And
I'd be
Sepilia is
pretty
going to
sure
pick
he
up a
was gonna
really
think about
nice
it,
one
but
here.
Mm.
Picks up
I was just thinking
2.25
maybe-
million.
He did just flat. With Donny being on the button and can obviously knock him out, but Donny lets it go. Nice pickup.
And Sepilia really picking up a nice spot there. Ace 7-7-3 of Guerrera. I think this one's just a farce. Hand plays pretty poorly. Does fold. Donny with the King 10-9-4. Also folding. Laszlo Queen Queen Jack Deuce. Going to be opening this one.
Eight.
I'll mute the other audio. And Sapilla here with the Queen 6-5 deuce can do whatever he wants. Does choose to fold. Seems pretty reasonable fold. Definitely hear Magnus showing some frustration for not being able to watch the stream. Laszlo with the ace, king, queen, 8 in the hijack. Gonna open this one up. Can't see any reasons for doing anything else. And Guerrero with the ace, king, 6-5. Probably just defending here. Don't think you want to do anything else. If his ace king was suited, or if he had a flush draw of some sort, would be a little different. Does have the king blocker. The king of hearts blocker might come into play here. Again, might use this blocker. Has got some 5-6 blockers as well. Guerrero might call down. Oh, he did bet. Okay, cool. I was just making sure because that was a little confusing there. Guerra with the 7-7-6-4. Not really much occurring there. Probably just fold this one. Even on the button, I would fold this. Donny looks like he's gone for the limp with the Jack-Jack 8 deuce. Seems pretty good. 9-6-3 deuce for Laszlo. And Donny with the better flush draw. Pretty much has a lock on this hand. Does bet and take that down. And Guerrero, who was the short stack for a lot of this, has come out of the woodwork. Obviously, Rob was pretty unlucky with his spot, but could also be seen as a bit wide. And Donny, who has all the chips, versus Guerrero's limp. He's going to pop this one up for sure. And Guerrero with a bit of a decision on his hands here, what to do. He is going to limp fold this one. Very disciplined play there from Laturo Guerrera. Not much else occurring at the moment. This is in Northern Cyprus at the Merrick Casino, where I will be in October for the World Series of Poker Super Circuit. Laszlo going for the over limp versus the limp of Guerrero with the Ace Jack 10-5. And Sapilla in the small blind might just give this one a complete. I'm not sure he's going to 3-bet. Does go for the raise. I guess you don't want too many limpers in the pot. Guerrero's going to fold. I think Laszlo's going to get out of the way as well. Yep. Both players getting out of the way here. Queen, queen, 4-4 in small. Kind of an interesting spot. I think whatever you do is probably just very situational anyway. We are getting through this month, and the next month might be able to. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty big buy-ins. I mean, this is obviously a 100k buy-in, which we're not playing for a while. Passports are expensive, my friend. Very fucking expensive. Guerrero with another spot with the ace-9, 8-8. Might just go for another limp here, but I think fold is going to be better. Does give it the limp. Does give it the open, actually. Ace-9, 8-8. Baby sounding extremely unhappy today. Sapilla here probably going to open with the ace-9, 9-7, 1 suit. Goes for the limp. Interesting play. I guess as Sapilla you don't really want to raise fold. Makes a lot of sense. And damn is all in. And this could be all she wrote for Martin Dam here. Board looking very bad for him. And that's it. Ace, King, Queen, 4, and he is gone. Guys, I'm going to head off now. Catch the rest of the stream on the Onyx stream. I'm going to head out. Baby is screaming and unhappy. So I will catch you soon. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the videos.